you ever boarded a train and felt like it was taking you somewhere wrong? Like the destination wasn't on any map? Tonight, I'll tell you about the shadow trainer ride that doesn't stop where it should. And if you're not careful, you might never get off. Emma was running late. The last train to Hartford was her only way home. But this train, it didn't look right. The lights flickered and the windows were pitch black. Still, she boarded unaware that this was no ordinary ride. At first, Emma brushed it off, just the wind or her imagination. But then she noticed something. The stations outside. They weren't familiar. No signs, no people. Just darkness and shadows. She tried to call for help, but her phone was dead. And then she heard it, a voice, faint but clear, coming from the next car. The man smiled, but it didn't reach his eyes. "You shouldn't be here," he said. "This train isn't for the living." Emma laughed nervously, but the man's expression didn't change. When the lights came back, she was alone again. But the train, it was colder now, and the shadows outside seemed closer. She reached the front of the train, but there was no conductor, no controls, just an empty seat and a window into endless darkness. The train wasn't stopping, it wasn't slowing down. And the shadows outside, they were moving. The truth hit her like a punch to the gut. This train had vanished decades ago, and everyone on board, they were never found. Emma wasn't on a train, she was in a ghost story. She had one chance. The door led somewhere but here. But as she reached for the handle, the shadows closed in. They whispered her name, pulling her back. Emma thought she'd escaped. But as she walked away, she saw either reflection in a puddle, and behind her, the shadowy figures smiling. Remember, not all trains take you where you want to go. Some take you where you belong.